here with our friend whom we just met a few hours ago
Hi.
here at Frankfurt International Book Fair. Her name is Rachel Villanueva
Yeah,
from Luxembourg. How are you today, Rachel?
I'm good. Fine. Thank you.
Awesome. So, what brought you here in Frankfurt International Book Fair?
So, what brought me here is my book, The Unnamed Work. It's my first self published book. And the publishing company with who I'm working, they had my book here showcased. So, that actually brought me here. Yeah.
Awesome. So, I know you didn't come alone. You're with your brother, a very
Yes.
supportive brother.
Yeah, I am with my brother,
So,
yes.
shout out to your brother. So, here, quickly panning the camera. Hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
Start with a title. It's very interesting. Why would you title your work with a named work?
Well, there is a reason why I called it unnamed. And it's because if you look at every human, you cannot put someone into a box. You cannot say they are this way or that way. And we're so multifaceted and multidimensional that you just can't put a name on it. And this work is really based on really shaking up those foundations and finding real awakening in oneself and in the mind and in the way how we view the world. And that's why I couldn't name it other else than the unnamed work.
Mentioned that this is only one of the several books that
Yes,
you're writing.
it's going to be a series. So this one is really the foundation about, like I said, waking up from that reality of where we are, because mostly we are used to being stuck somewhere, and it's like we have that glass ceiling above the head, and this book is really about breaking those glass ceiling, breaking the chains of fear, and really to find who am I really, why am I here, where am I going. That's really the key foundation. And then the several next books that I'm planning, it's really to find that inner compass.
It's awesome, right? You
Yeah.
mentioned you're writing 5 books.
No, I'm on my second book.
You're
right
in the
now.
second book. Sorry,
Yeah.
the fifth chapter
Fifth chapter,
of
exactly.
the second book.
Yes.
Corrected. Okay, now it's very interesting because I know there's several self-help. What made you think? What do you think is special about the unnamed work?
Well, it's special because it's universal. So mostly spiritual books are always um, based on self-help, healing. But what I do is I take everything. I talk about crystals, yoga, quantum physics. I am really taking science and merging it with spirituality. So I'm giving it a ground, and I'm taking concepts that are difficult to understand, such as in quantum physics, and I make them understandable in my writing. And my writing is very introspective and poetic, so people can really relate and dive deep, and it's life changing.
Awesome. Do you have a specific age range for the book? Is it for teenagers or for adults or young adults?
So
Is the book as universal as the age of all?
yes, it is. So it's really for people who are seeking change in their self. It can be for professionals. It can be for people who are just seeking meaning in life. And it can go from any age. I always say it's never too late to shift your life and to really follow that inner compass, follow that heart.
Awesome. Great. Now, when you wrote this book, do you have any inspiration in mind?
So it's more of decades of research and experience, but mostly it started since I'm a child. I was always interested into knowing, why do we have so many rules? You can't do this, you can't do that. The way how you talk to a policeman is very different, like the way how you talk to a postman. So we have so many rules, and I'm just, why? Why do we have so many rules? And that started that questioning. And I also have a background in engineering, so in civil engineering. So structures, how buildings are made, always interested me. And that got me into, how is the structure of our mind and the heart? How does that connect? How does that connect to what we see around, to what we are experiencing here on Earth? So that got me into the entire work.
Awesome. That's really awesome. I know a lot of kids or young adults nowadays are quite lost and very clueless in what to do
Yeah.
moving forward. Do you have any message for them?
Well, I would say listen really to your heart, and that feeling, that excitement that you have, that when you feel like you want to do that, go for it. Don't listen to anyone who says you're not good enough, you're never going to make money out of that, that's not good. Don't listen to it. Just go for it, no matter how weird and how crazy it can sound, just go for it.
Awesome. You know what? I like the fact that you acknowledge that there are rules, and at the same time, there's also that self independence that you also sometimes have to ask why there's so.
And
But
that's why the second book is named AI,
oh,
and it's authentically independent.
so it's not artificial intelligence. It's
But
authentically independent.
I will add a chapter about artificial intelligence just for the name.
Well, I like the fact that you're using acronyms or mnemonics. That's very relatable.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's just AI everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's really just to catch attention.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's what you're doing, which is really cool. Now, we talked earlier about the Festival of Storytellers because when I spoke with you so randomly,
Yeah.
I saw you so fit to be part of the Festival of Storytellers, and it's going to be next year. And I'll let you know a lot of details about it, but everything about the Unnamed Work is hopefully going to be transcended to the rest of our events from this month moving forward. So, Rachel, you're doing so well with your work. Thank you so much for writing the book.
Thank
and
you.
for trying to inspire young adults and your readers to be able to learn from that book and next decisions.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to having a lot of talk with Rachel soon. But again, the Unnamed Work is available.
It's available on Amazon and on many different platforms. You just have to Google it, or you Google my name, Rachel Lorelei Villanueva, and you will find all the platforms. It's all online.
Perfect. So Rachel Villanueva from Luxembourg, the author of The Unnamed Work. Thank you so much for being here
so
with
much.
us. Day one at Frankfurt International Book
Thank
Fair.
you.
We'll see more about Reader's Magnet after this quick break.
Thank you. Bye.